So I recently saw Dragon Ball Superhero, and I'm not gonna hold you for a long time. I was really hesitant to watch the movie for a few reasons. Number one, because the movie was going to be 100% CGI. I heard a lot of bad reviews in Japan. They didn't have a lot of promotion for it. They had their trailers. They had like one or two posters, but definitely not as much promotion as the Dragon Ball Broly movie. And I guess since it's the same studio, One Piece film Red, and they're also reusing a similar plot storyline to the Cell Saga. And also, there's a lot of things about it that I just heard bad things about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So today I'm going to give my thoughts, what I like, what I dislike, just analyze everything. And towards the end of the video, I will be talking about spoilers. So I'll let you guys know whenever I get into spoiler territory. And we're going to be talking about anything that wasn't in the trailers and just give my thoughts about the movie in general. If you guys enjoy regular anime content, then make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new one. And with that away, my name is Potential Leash, and let's talk about Dragon Ball Superhero. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to look at some numbers. When you look at the box office, well, at least when I'm recording this video, it's made 26 million in North America and 26 million international. However, it's been out longer. I believe it's been out since either sometime in June or July. Put that in perspective, that's a total of 52 million worldwide. And when you compare it to other recent movies in the Dragon Ball franchise, look at Broly, it made 85 million in Japan and 35 international, which equates to 115 million total. Then there's Battle of Gods, it made 50 million, and that's made, well, in already only a week that's been out in North America. Superhero has already made more than Battle of Gods, and probably will surpass Resurrection F because that's only made 61 mil. So overall, the numbers of the movie is actually pretty good compared to the recent movies that's been out in this series. And I believe the reason why the movie isn't as popular is because Gohan's the main character, and Gohan being the main character is not very popular in Japan like it is in the West. If you look at the movie specifically, the BoJack movie and the Boo Saga, those are not the most popular ones in the franchise, where they're actually really good. It's just people are more into Goku and all of that. They love him as a character, love him as a main character, and so they don't want to see him go, which is why Goku has been brought back so many times. And the fact that Super went in the direction with Goku and Vegeta being the main leads, just because the people in Japan love them so much. For the plot, the movie is heavy about Gohan and Piccolo. It's a heavy Gohan and Piccolo related movie. Goku, Vegeta, and Broly, they are currently training on Beerus's planet. The Red Ribbon Army is back, and they see the Z Fighters as a threat to the world. Hence why they ended up creating androids who are considered superheroes in order to protect the world and stop the Z Fighters from being the threat. You want to put that in quotes that they are, because we all know the Z Fighters are not a threat, and that they end up actually saving the world time and time again. Frieza, the Saiyans, Beerus, the Tournament of Power, Goku Black, etc. When it comes to animation, Dragon Ball has been through a lot of different animation changes for a long time. There's Dragon Ball Z, there's Dragon Ball Super Broly, and now Dragon Ball Superhero. And like I said in the intro, that the movie's 100% CGI, so it's instead of 2D. When it comes to anime, CGI is like, it's a little bit spotty. Think about Attack on Titan. A lot of the Titans are CGI, especially with Mappa, having to do it in such a quick succession. And so a lot of times CGI is frowned upon. However, because it's like 3D, there's different times that it's implemented in a good way, that it goes with the 2D art style. But I think that the CGI, it actually was pretty good, right? It reminded me of a video game, a little bit reminded me of Xenoverse, but a little bit of an upgraded version. And I think that they had some dope moments in it as well. I think the fights that they personally started out like kind of weird, kind of wonky because of the animation style, but I think the more the movie got into it and the longer the movie progressed, the longer the fights progressed, that it actually was really good. And I personally think the CGI was 100% success, and if different anime companies and studios decided to take that route, I wouldn't be mad with it. The characters in the movie, they brought back Goten and Trunks. They're now grown. We saw 18, we saw Krillin, we saw Pan, who I'd say she's dope. Pan had a lot of dope moments. I love her. I think she's better than what she was in GT. But we'll talk about her a little bit more in the spoilers section. And in terms of the new characters, we're only really going to be focusing on the Gammas, who are the new androids, because to be honest, I didn't really give a fluff about Dr. Hedo or the Red Ribbon Army guy. I don't even remember his name. That's how much I really don't care about him. But the Gammas, I say they're pretty cool, especially I really like the second one. Gamma 1, he had a really serious personality, where Gamma 2 was kind of goofy and more outgoing. They're really strong. Put Gohan and Piccolo, gave them for a run for their money for a lot of the movie, and overall they're really decent characters and I enjoyed them. We'll talk about some quick likes and dislikes. In terms of likes, I like the fact that other characters not named Goku and Vegeta got shine and were heavily involved in this movie. The animation was surprisingly good. Like I said, I thought it looked like Xenoverse, but an upgraded version. And, you know, the amount of hate that it was getting, the fact that it didn't disappoint, I'm actually really happy about that. There was aspects of OG Dragon Ball Z, and Super involved. It was a very nostalgic movie, very enjoyable movie. And Pan growing up, being strong, funny, and better than GT, I love that. And also seeing Gohan fight again is always refreshing. We got to see a little bit of arrogant Gohan towards the movie. If you guys didn't know, my favorite Gohan is when he's a little bit cocky, when he puffs his chest out a little bit. Probably Ultimate Gohan versus Buu is my favorite, which is kind of funny because Gohan's my favorite character, and a lot of people tend to like Cell Saga Gohan the most. But Gohan as a teenager fighting against Buu, that's my personal favorite one. I feel like we got to see different aspects of Gohan in this movie. Him angry, him arrogant, him studious, right? And I'll talk about that a little bit more in the spoiler section. But there were also things that I actually disliked about the movie. I think they had some cringe moments, especially with Gohan. I might be being a little bit hard on him because he's my favorite character. There was like comic effects during some fights, but it was only at the beginning of the movie, so I'm happy. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it was like different comedic words like pow, bam, like stuff like that. As I was not a fan of that, but like I said, they got rid of it as the movie went on. It did have a slow start. I'm not going to hold you for like the first 10 to 15 minutes. I'm like, you know, okay, I'm going to need you to pick it up a little bit. But when they did pick it up, I wasn't ready for the movie to end. And the last thing I didn't like, they had a lot of flashbacks, a lot of stuff that we already knew about. Especially like every Dragon Ball fan who's seen the series since they were kids or seen it a lot. And I didn't think it was really necessary, the amount that was in it. But I will say they made up for it with how dope the animation was. Now we're going to get into the spoiler section of this video. So you guys don't want to be spoiled, then I suggest you click the timestamp or go to the timestamp that's on the screen. So yeah, let's get into it. So Max, he was cool, really strong, right? He was giving all the Z Fighters a run for their money. However, I personally wish he got a second form, that Gohan was able to fight one-on-one. And show off Beast Gohan a little bit more, like kind of like Perfect Cell, like he did in the Cell Saga. But you know, the fight itself was fine. I wasn't mad about it. Orange Piccolo was dope. It was really cool seeing Piccolo get hulked up, get a new form, getting love. We loved that. Beast Gohan was really dope as well. His design was really cool. The fact that he had that spiky white hair and his aura was lightning, red lightning, that was really cool. And Piccolo, Gohan, Piccolo, Goku, and Gohan, they always talk about Gohan's potential being higher than that of Goku and Vegeta. We saw Goku, he was the one to train Gohan, and he saw in the hyperbolic time chamber that Gohan could be stronger than anyone else. Vegeta talks about Gohan having the most potential out of all of them, and Piccolo was like, yo, you gotta unleash your potential. You can be the strongest in the universe. You can be the strongest on this planet if you really want to. But he never takes stuff seriously. And I wish we got to see more of Beast Gohan. It was really only like for 5 minutes that we saw it, and I think that's being generous. There was like Cell Max, he ended up punching Gohan and Gohan ate it. Then Gohan kicked him and it hit him with a special beam cannon, which was fire. I was expecting him to do another Kamehameha wave, but apparently Gohan's been training in secret trying to hone this technique. So Gohan's not necessarily just twiddling his thumbs and being a scholar anymore. There was also the death of Gamma 2, which kind of sucked, but at this point in Dragon Ball, I don't really give a fluff about death, because realistically, if they wanted to, they really could just revive him with the Dragon Balls, right? but I guess they're not going to do that. There was also the Pan kidnapping scene. I think Piccolo was kind of fluffed up for doing that, right? Getting his granddaughter, putting him in this scenario. I know he wanted Gohan to be a fighter again, but still, I don't think that's the way you do it. And Gohan training, that plot line of him not training is kind of annoying. I feel like that's everything that we see. They go through phases. There's a threat. Gohan gets beat. He has to unlock a new form or get strong again, and take down that new opponent. And then, Gohan, he trains, but then, no new threat happens. So then Gohan gets complacent. And it's kind of annoying. Like I said, seeing Ultimate Gohan, seeing Gohan go Super Saiyan, seeing Beast Gohan was cool. But as a Gohan fan, right, just let the ninja train and let him study at the same time. I don't think it's that hard. Then we look at Beerus's planet. Beerus crushing on Chile. I think that's hilarious, right? Chile's cute. So I respect it, but I don't think she's ever going to give up on Broly, and I don't think Broly's going to give up on her. And then the whole fight between Goku and Vegeta, I am happy that Vegeta finally got a dub in the end, right? Typically he never wins, so the fact that he won and Toriyama did that to him, I appreciate it. My final thoughts about the movie: if you like the Dragon Ball series, I think that you should go watch this movie. It had a lot of action, a lot of comedy, and a lot of lovable characters, and the characters that you grew in love, they actually got shine in this movie. And I think especially if you like Gohan and Piccolo, that you should watch this movie. It's really good, and I don't know why it's getting the hate that it is. I give the movie an 8.5 out of 10, and in my opinion, I like it more than the Broly movie. Now, this could be recency bias, and it also could be because Gohan's my favorite character, but I don't give a fluff, right? In terms of anime movies, I say it ranks 4th on my all-time list. In terms of shonen, right? Different slice of life romance, that's in like a separate category, at least for me. I think the Jujutsu Kaisen movie is the best. Then I think Heroes Rising. Then I think Freedom Gold. And then this is where I would implement that into my rankings. Like I said, it's really good. Go see it. If you guys have the money and have the means to do it, I suggest you do it. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have seen the movie, let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok is on the screen in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.